Hey everyone, welcome back to Over 40 Travel and Happy New Year. This is our first video of 2024. Episode 8, Don't Need No Documents.
Budget? We don't need no stinking budget.
I don't need any badges, but you do need documents to fly in and out of the United States and other countries. So we're going to go through the documents you should have. At 5.5 or 6 months out, you should already have these document or passes in hand. If not, we're going to have to expedite them. So let's get started. Before we do, if you've been following along since the beginning, let's do a quick vacation update. So we're about 5.5, 6 months out right now. So if you're looking at our Over 40 Travel vacation planning timeline, we're doing a lot. It's a pretty busy time right now. Here it is, January 2024 for us. So we're looking at vacationing in May. We've got our hotels booked. We're narrowing down the flight times. We're adjusting our itinerary, locking in dates. We're adjusting our savings, which is very important, and we're actually considering booking our international flight, so you should look at that. In addition, we're looking at domestic flights, trying to get those prices down. We're also looking at purchasing travel insurance and activities and private transports and everything else. So it's a pretty busy time when you're at the 3.5 to 6 month mark. So right now we're 5.5 months out, and that's our vacation update. So let's get started on your documents. So let's talk about your travel documents. Documents you need and documents that are good to have. First thing is you're dealing with the government. Yes, you're gonna be dealing with a lot of government websites.
Ew.
And you think in 2024 that it's a smooth running machine and everything's automated, but you'd be surprised to know that a lot of your travel documents have to be handheld and walk through the system. So you're gonna need some time. You're also gonna need a partner. Or at least I highly recommend you work with somebody on these documents. They are government documents, so it's going to be slow and tedious work. And if you make a mistake, it's not only going to cost you time, it's going to cost you money, and it could quite possibly cost you your trip. And remember, you want to get to here. Okay, so here's what I recommend. Take your time. Go to the websites that we have in our link below. Read everything through, and then start one by one, step by step. Review this video as many times as you need to, because we promise we can get you here. Okay, so let's look at the documents we're actually going to be reviewing. Your US passport, which is a must. Global entry, which also comes with TSA PreCheck, will help you get through customs and security quickly. TSA PreCheck can also be purchased separately from Global Entry, as well as a newer product called Clear. And finally, ETIAS. If you're going to Europe, you're going to need this. So let's start with your passport. It's your most critical document, and it's good for 10 years, so you're just going to have to go through this mess once every 10 years. You'll use your passport at the airport. You're going to use your passport, obviously, when you land, and through customs, and probably when you check into your hotel as well. So to get started, go to travel.state.gov. They also have a YouTube video. It's not too bad. It's only a couple years old, but it'll help you through the process as well. Now, when you get to that website, you're going to see two tabs. I need a passport, or I already have a passport. So if you need a passport, you click on it. I'm an adult, etc., etc. It'll take you to the first form you need to fill out, which is a DS11 form. Very official. If you already have a passport and you just need to renew it, you're going to go fill out a DS82 form. Also very official and not a lot of fun. On the right hand side, take note of the processing time, 7 to 10 weeks, 3 to 5 weeks. No matter what you do with a government document, always choose expedited. It's going to cost you a little bit more, but it's well worth it. Take your time, go through step by step. Step number 2, you're going to have to prove that you're an American citizen, which means your birth certificate or a certified copy of your birth certificate. You'll need another photo ID, such as your driver's license and a copy of that driver's license or other formal ID. It'll tell you exactly what you need, right down to the photograph you need to provide. Oh yeah, you just can't show up with any old photograph. It has to be a photograph of a certain size, certain shape. Trust me, it's very specific and you have to do exactly what they say. If you're just applying for a passport, you're going to be dealing with a passport agent, so you'll hand all this over to them. If you're doing a renewal, it's a little bit different. And for payment, they're pretty much set up for checks. So you millennials out there, it gets interesting. There is no difference between the cost for a new passport or a renewal. It's $130 at this time, plus $35 for the execution fee for a new passport. If you're applying for a new passport, you have no choice but to go to a passport acceptance center. which is a fancy word for your local post office. Now, not every post office is set up for this, so you're going to go to their website, the United States Postal Service, go to the passport section and look for the closest location near you that has a passport acceptance center. And I would also look for one that has a photo booth available as well. They can take your passport application and your photograph all in one place, save you a lot of time and hassle. And if you're just renewing your passport, you fill out your DS-82 form. You'll still need a photograph, but then you can just mail it all in. It's a little bit easier. Okay, I know that's pretty easy for me to say. Looking at forms like this can be a little bit intimidating and quite frankly, frustrating. But there are services out there that can help you. You might find some that only charge a couple of bucks, $50 to $100, or some expensive business solutions that can get you a passport in a couple days, which I really hope you don't need. If you just take your time, go through the process, have someone look over your shoulder, I think you'll be just fine. Once you get that passport, we can move on to our other documents. Global Entry. Global Entry is good for 5 years, and this will help you fast track your way through the US Customs. So no matter where you just flew in from, whether you're in coach or first class, you're probably going to be a little bit tired when you hit the US, and the last thing you want to do is look at a 2-hour, 3-hour wait when you can breeze through customs in 15 minutes. That's what Global Entry will help you do. But be aware, it is a government program, which means you'll be going through yet another government document. You'll start with your Trusted Traveler Program page on the Homeland Security site. You create a TTP, Trusted Traveler Program, you log into the account, and you fill out your form. They also have a YouTube video that should help explain the process, but it's pretty straightforward. Pretty simple so far. So if you don't like waiting in long custom lines at the end of your trip, I would get Global Entry. All you do is go on their website, create a Trusted Traveler Program or TTP, log into your account, and complete the application. Then you schedule an appointment, an interview with a Global Entry agent, and that completes the process. Now, what takes the most time is getting your appointment to be interviewed by a Homeland Security officer. It's not as scary as it sounds. All you do is log into the website, go to the enrollment center area in your neighborhood, looks like we have 5 in Arizona, and schedule your appointment. Now, you might have to wait weeks for the appointment, but it only takes about 15 minutes to be interviewed. Very simple. They also have a service called Global Entry Enrollment on Arrival. I've never tried that apparently, but if you come in from an international flight, you can stop at one of the enrollment centers and sign up, but that's the last thing I'm going to do after a long flight. So you'll have Global Entry to get through customs and TSA PreCheck to get you through security. And you get both for $100, and they're good for 5 years. So let's talk about TSA PreCheck. TSA PreCheck's been around for quite a while, and it's in over 250 airports throughout the US. It's good for 5 years, and it's designed to fast track you through the airport security. Now, if you notice on the Global Entry page, it is part of the Trusted Traveler Program, which, yes, is a government site. Or you can go right to TSA PreCheck. It's your choice. Either link will take you to the sign-on page. There you'll find 2 agencies that you can sign up with, Telos or Adema. Either one will work for you. I think I use Adema. Adema has more than 630 active locations for you to visit, while Telos just has about 26. Pricing's pretty close. Adema is $78, and I think Telos is a little bit more. I think they're $85. Not very expensive. Signing up for TSA PreCheck should look pretty familiar right about now. You sign up online, you schedule an appointment, you go in with required documents, they give you a brief interview, and a week or 2 later, maybe longer, you'll get your KTN number. Now let's talk about that. That's your known traveler number, and that's what you enter when you do your booking. When you book your flight, you'll enter that in the KTN area, and that will show up on your boarding pass. That way, security will know that you are allowed to enter the TSA PreCheck area. It'll show up on your boarding pass on your phone and on your paper ticket if you still print them out. Have you noticed these white and blue phone book looking things by security lately? Well, that's called Clear. Clear is another program designed to fast track you through security. It's a 1-year program, you have to renew every year, and it is not inexpensive. It's kind of pricey, but Clear offers more of a VIP experience through security than TSA PreCheck does. Now, Clear, or Clear Plus to be clear, will actually allow you to sign up right there at the airport. I've seen them offer to pull people right out of line and offer them a 14-day or 2 or 3 months free trial. To sign up, you need your government ID, generally driver's license or passport, They scan your fingerprints and they take a shot of your iris, your eyeballs, and you're signed up. After that, the clear security agent escorts you right to the front of the line. That's where the VIP treatment comes in. We currently don't have clear, but we're really thinking about it because the combination of TSA pre-check and clear would be pretty sweet. Clear Plus would get us quickly through the security line and into the TSA pre-check line where we can supposedly keep our shoes on and everything else. As you might have guessed, this VIP treatment comes with a hefty price. It is $189 per year, and the family plan is $99 per additional person. We don't have it yet, but I think we'll get it in the future. It's only available at about 50 airports right now, but it's on our list. Now, last document we're going to talk about is ETS. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. Now, ETS was a program that was supposed to be implemented in 2024, and it was designed to enhance the security of the Shenzhen area. But the good news is, ETS has been delayed. They're citing delays due to implementation issues, security issues, and of course, the upcoming Olympics. Once implemented, I think it's just about €8. No biggie. As an over 40 traveler, you will need a passport, but we also recommend global entry to skip through customs, TSA pre-check, or Clear Plus to get you through security, and eventually you'll need ETS, but let's not worry about that. Let's think about your travel experience. Do you really want to wait in a line that looks like this? Or do you just want to breeze through security in a line that looks like this? It's really up to you, but for over 40 travelers, a little government inconvenience, a few bad forms, and there you go. It's all worth it when you can have a view like this. Ah, Santorini. Well, we hope this video helped you out. If so, please like and subscribe, and take a look at our earlier videos. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time on Over 40 Travel.